100 genetically engineered dinosaur eggs begin hatching at the exact same moment, shaking the entire facility violently. These are not normal hatchlings, but fully accelerated apex predators designed to grow, hunt, and kill within seconds of birth. At the same time, every terrestrial enclosure across the island suddenly unlocks, releasing the most dangerous land predators ever created. And deep beneath the surface, the marine containment systems fail, unleashing creatures powerful enough to dominate entire oceans. Within seconds, land, sea, and chaos collide, creating a prehistoric nightmare no system was ever built to control. The first egg explodes open, revealing a massive predator that immediately roars and attacks anything that moves nearby. Then another egg cracks, and another, until the entire chamber erupts into a synchronized wave of violent hatching. Within moments, over 100 dinosaurs stand fully grown, aggressive, and completely uncontained inside a collapsing facility. There are no handlers left, no barriers strong enough, and no protocol capable of stopping what has just begun. This is no longer a controlled experiment, but the largest prehistoric release event ever triggered in human history. A fully grown Tyrannosaurus Rex breaks through reinforced steel gates, its roar echoing across the island as it claims territory. A pack of highly intelligent velociraptors emerges from the forest, moving with precision and hunting as a coordinated unit. The Spinosaurus rises near the riverbanks, asserting dominance over both land and water with unmatched aggression and raw strength. Herbivores panic and stampede through the jungle, turning the environment into a war zone where survival becomes pure instinct. Every species released is stronger, faster, and more dangerous than anything the park was ever designed to contain. Beneath the ocean surface, something enormous begins to move, creating waves that ripple outward toward the shoreline. The Mosasaurus launches upward in a massive breach, destroying containment barriers and instantly claiming dominance over the waters. Boats are flipped, structures collapse, and anything near the shoreline becomes immediate prey for the creatures below. Even the land predators hesitate as the ocean begins to fight back against everything that enters its territory. Now the island is no longer divided between land and sea, but transformed into one continuous hunting ground. Emergency systems fail one after another, leaving the entire island exposed with no communication, no power, and no containment. Helicopters attempt evacuation, but the airspace becomes just as dangerous as the ground below within seconds. Dinosaurs begin clashing with each other, creating battles so massive they reshape the environment around them. Explosions erupt as backup systems overload, adding fire and destruction to an already uncontrollable prehistoric war zone. This is no longer survival of the fittest, but survival of whatever can last one more second in total chaos. The island's infrastructure begins collapsing as power grids overload, triggering explosions that spread fire across multiple containment zones. Security systems attempt to reboot, but something overrides them, locking the island into permanent full release mode. This wasn't just a failure, it was a deliberate activation designed to push every creature into uncontrolled dominance. The dinosaurs are no longer adapting to the park. The park is collapsing under the weight of their existence. And for the first time, humans are no longer at the top of the food chain anywhere on the island. A Tyrannosaurus Rex encounters the Spinosaurus, and neither one backs down as the ground trembles beneath them. The impact of their collision sends shockwaves through the jungle, flattening trees and scattering everything in their path. Nearby predators stop hunting humans entirely, drawn instead to the chaos of apex predators fighting for dominance. This is no longer about survival, but about total control over the island and everything living on it. And every second, the fights grow bigger, louder, and more destructive than anything recorded before. Back in the destroyed lab, something impossible begins happening as the remaining eggs start mutating beyond their original design. These are no longer standard dinosaurs, but enhanced creatures evolving in real time without any human control. Their size increases, Their aggression spikes, and their intelligence begins to surpass anything previously engineered. What started as 100 controlled eggs has now become an unpredictable wave of evolving apex predators, and no one knows what the next one will become when it finally breaks free. The Mosasaurus disappears beneath the surface again, but the silence only makes the ocean even more terrifying. Moments later, an entire section of the shoreline collapses as something even larger moves beneath the waves. Marine predators begin clashing with each other, turning the water into a violent battlefield of teeth and force. Every splash, every ripple, every shadow now signals immediate danger to anything that comes close. And the ocean begins pushing inland, bringing the fight directly into the territory of land predators. A final evacuation attempt begins as helicopters descend, trying to rescue the last survivors trapped on the island. But the noise draws attention, and within seconds, predators begin targeting the aircraft from every direction. One helicopter is taken down instantly, crashing into the jungle as flames erupt across the canopy. Another barely escapes, chased by flying debris and the sheer force of the chaos unfolding below. The message becomes clear: there is no safe way off the island anymore. Deep within a hidden control center, a final recording begins playing, revealing the true purpose behind the release. This was never a park, but a global experiment to create the ultimate apex ecosystem without human interference. Every species, every egg, every failure was leading to this exact moment of total uncontrolled dominance. The goal was simple: to see which creatures would rise when nothing held them back. And now the experiment has reached its final stage, complete environmental collapse and natural selection at its most brutal. The island becomes a full-scale war zone as every predator fights for territory, dominance, and survival without limits. Explosions, fire, and destruction mix with raw prehistoric power, creating a scene unlike anything ever witnessed before. Even the strongest creatures begin to fall, proving that no single predator can control everything for long. New threats emerge from the shadows, stronger and more aggressive than anything released at the beginning. The balance keeps shifting, and every second pushes the island closer to total annihilation. From the last remaining egg, something begins to emerge that dwarfs everything that came before it. Its roar shakes the sky, freezing every creature on the island for just a single terrifying moment. This is not just another dinosaur, but the result of everything that has been building since the beginning. Faster, stronger, and more intelligent than anything else, it instantly becomes the most dangerous creature alive. And for the first time, even the apex predators hesitate. The island begins to collapse completely as fire, water, and destruction consume everything in sight. Survivors realize this was never meant to be contained, only observed until the very end. Every system fails permanently, leaving the island cut off from the rest of the world forever. But something unexpected happens. Signals begin transmitting beyond the island into global networks. The world is now watching what has been unleashed, and there is no way to stop it, because what started here was never meant to stay here. And now the next phase is already beginning somewhere else. More eggs, more creatures, more chaos waiting to be released. This was only the beginning of something much bigger than anyone imagined. And the question is no longer if humanity survives, but how long it has left. Across the ocean, distant monitoring stations begin detecting unusual signals, matching the island's catastrophic release patterns. Scientists realize the transmission is not just data, but a live feed of evolution happening in real time. Governments scramble to respond, but no protocol exists for a disaster of this magnitude and unpredictability, because what they are witnessing is not extinction reversed, but something entirely new being born. And it is evolving faster than anyone can react. Back on the island, the massive new creature begins asserting control, forcing even apex predators into submission. Its movements are calculated, its attacks precise, and its presence alone shifts the balance of power instantly. This is no longer random chaos. but a structured takeover led by the most advanced predator ever created. Every fight ends the same way: total dominance with no resistance capable of slowing it down. The island now belongs to a single ruler born from one final egg. Volcanic pressure beneath the island begins to rise, triggered by the constant destruction shaking the ground. Massive eruptions tear through the landscape, adding firestorms to an already uncontrollable prehistoric battlefield. The ocean floods deeper inland, mixing with lava and creating deadly terrain impossible for anything to escape. Even the dominant predator is forced to adapt as the environment itself turns against every living creature. This is no longer just a fight for dominance, but a fight against total annihilation. A small group of survivors manages to reach an old emergency bunker buried deep beneath the island. Inside, they discover files revealing multiple islands prepared for similar experiments around the world. The realization hits hard. This disaster was never isolated, but part of a much larger global plan. And if this island falls, the next phase will begin automatically somewhere else. The only choice left is to stop the signal before it spreads any further. The dominant creature senses movement and begins heading directly toward the bunker with terrifying speed and precision. Every step shakes the ground, signaling the arrival of something that cannot be outrun or defeated easily. The survivors prepare for a final stand, knowing this is their only chance to stop everything. As the bunker doors begin to break, the entire structure trembles under the force of the approaching beast. This is the moment where everything ends, or something even worse begins. One survivor reaches the control system and realizes the only way to stop the signal is total system destruction. But triggering it will destroy the island completely, leaving no chance of escape for anyone still alive. Outside, the dominant predator prepares to strike, seconds away from breaking through the final barrier. Inside, time runs out as alarms count down toward irreversible collapse. The choice becomes clear: sacrifice everything, or let the world face what comes next. The button is pressed, triggering a chain reaction that begins tearing the island apart from its core. Massive explosions erupt across the surface as fire consumes everything in its path instantly. The dominant creature roars one final time as the ground beneath it collapses into the ocean below. Water rushes in, swallowing the remains of the island and everything that once existed on it. And just like that, the island disappears. For a moment, the world believes it is over, that the disaster has finally been contained completely. But deep within global networks, something continues transmitting long after the island is gone. Encrypted, signals begin activating other facilities hidden across different continents simultaneously. Rows of new eggs begin to glow, repeating the exact same process on a much larger scale. The experiment was never meant to end, only to expand, because evolution cannot be contained once it has been set free, and what was created will continue to grow beyond anything humanity can control. The next wave will be bigger, stronger, and far more dangerous than the last. This is no longer a park, no longer an island, but a global transformation already underway, and there is nothing left to stop it now.